Yo, what's the Latin Bass Assassin? What's up? What's happening? Oh, yeah. Took a little while for us to get on the water, but we are about to get on the water. Hopefully you guys are having a top-notch Memorial Day. What up, homies? Q Escar. Unlimited Colin. What up, homies? Rude. Kivo, que pasa, bro? So today it should just be cloudy. Potentially there may be a little bit of rain coming in at about maybe 8 or 9-ish, somewhere around there, but hopefully that just gets pushed back. Yo, what up, Dennis? Let's see how packed the ramp is. It's scattered, or it's scattered packed, not packed. Oh, Mike, I couldn't do the live this morning, bro. I was watching a picnic, whatever, picnic, some kind of picnic pork thing. I was watching that overnight, bro. It was about to be done at like maybe 1 or 2 in the morning, so I had to keep checking on it. I had to wake up, check on it, and I was like, bro, I'm not going to sleep. I'm not gonna go fish all sleepy from babysitting this pork. So then I did a little shift, a shift in the timeline. Yo, what up, Don? We did a little shift in the timeline. Then I was able to friggin' weed eat some areas around my house. The moderator had me doing yard work. Yard work, guys. She made the Latin Bass Assassin do yard work. Basically, she's making it seem like that's my oh, would you look at that, guys? There's somebody parked in that spot. I should just leave them a note. I should leave them a note about how it's impossible to launch with them being there. But whatever. Maybe that dude's right. Maybe it's not impossible, but it's improbable. Well, it's good enough. Yeah, so the moderator had me doing freaking yard work, guys. Like, that's the Latin Bassassin's freaking secret identity, you know? You know, Clark Kent was, I don't know what he was, a reporter? I have no idea what he is. I think he's a reporter. Clark Kent was a reporter. The Latin Bassassin is apparently a yard worker, which is nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, moderator, I would like to rest. But she doesn't allow me to rest. She does not allow me to rest. Yo, White Frog. I can tell you right now that White Frog is never on the it's never on the shopping list. I never put it on the shopping list on the fridge. On the fridge. White Frog. I've never done that. I had a little, I forgot what this frog is called. Whatever that frog is called, a ribbit frog, a ribbit toad. After we, bro, he's still tied on even, dude. And I'm gonna change him so that I could put Don's chatterbait back on. But we gave him a shot yesterday, bro. We gave him a shot. It was very froggish, that area, and it just didn't work. We didn't get any sábado gigantes off of him. So we gave up on him. Plus, it was rumored that if we threw him, he would put hair on our chest, and I was like, ew, I'm not wanting hair on my chest. Gross. What? If you can't park, at least... Okay, bros. I don't know about this pork situation. All I did was smoke a picnic, whatever it was.
doing? Doing good. Thought we had you confused with another local celebrity.
Oh, I'm no celebrity, dog.
I was just well, I saw the YouTube or I saw the camera and I was like, I wonder if that's the Latin Bass Assassin guy.
Oh, I am.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah, dog. See?
I didn't see, man. All right. Well, thanks for standing and speaking to us, my man. Have a safe day. We like watching your stuff.
All right, appreciate it. You see, that just made my day. Whether I catch a fish or not, that just made my day. The simple things in life. You guys have fun out there? All right. Oh, I'll try. You caught a catfish? Oh, you found a catfish. I'm gonna try and catch a fish for you guys. All right. I'm just gonna stop right there and then we're gonna fish right there. Have a good one, guys. All right, thank you. Oh, those are good, bro. How you doing? All right, guys, we are gonna stop here at, we just wanna come over here and get a fish real quick, you know what I'm saying? Get out here, catch fish on Sunset Hump, and then we will well, as soon as our fish finder starts, we got a couple things that we got to do, guys. We got to tie on Don's chatterbait because right now we have a white frog. Ah, white frog, that's what's up. Eventually this fish finder will turn on, guys, and then we will know where we're at. Right now, I think we're near Sunset Hump, but we just got to see where on Sunset Hump we are. It says loading charts. We'll just patiently wait here, dudes, while we're, okay, all right, where we at? Okay, got him. All right, we know exactly where we're at. Zoom in a little bit. I didn't get that gentleman's name. All right, Sunset Hump is directly in front of us, guys. Here we go. It's game time. Our microphone works. All kinds of stuff is working. Oh, we're good to go, homies. We are good to go. It is game time. Oh, we got to do a retie. But other than that, it is game time. All right, guys. As always, we give respect to the those who have served in the military, and we will start today off on this Memorial Day with a moment of silence for all those who have given their lives for this country so that we can, basically have the freedom to just do whatever stupidity within reason. So I'm gonna have a quick moment of silence for those people. All right, my dudes. We are thankful, and those people that I am talking about are the soldiers who help protect us, who have given their lives for this country. And that is what today is about. Yes, it is a time when we grill and do our thing. You know, everybody gets out and has a good time, but we got to remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. We are forever in their debt. Who? If you guys know anybody who has served and fallen in the line of duty, I extend my condolences and my gratitude to you and your family. Now it's time to get our fish on. White frog, I told you there was a frog on here. All right, guys, we're gonna cut that guy off. So what happened right there, guys, was some dude, I should have got his name, but I didn't. Hopefully he'll pop in later on and then say what's up. But some dude was right there. Then he goes, "Oh man, I thought you were this other guy." He goes, "He's like a local celebrity." I'm like, I'm no celebrity, dude. And then he goes, "Yeah, he's the Latin assassin." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm that dude." And he goes, "What? That's you?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, check it out." Then I showed him the back of the jersey, and he's like, "Oh man, that's what's up." And then we shook hands, and we were homies, instant homies. But I didn't get his name, so my bad. But hopefully he'll jump in the chat and be all like, "Yo, what's up? I'm the dude at the ramp." And I'll be like, "Oh yeah, dog, that's what's up. Keep it real." Should have reminded him about that subscriber giveaway. We are putting on Don's Chatterbait. It is back. We had a white frog on, pero white frog only got us some dinks. Well, we never landed one of those dinks, but we'll give it credit, partial credit for getting the dinks to bite, but we just couldn't land them. And that could be user error. And there was speculation that that frog was going Mach 2, but I tell you guys, that frog has to go Mach 2 because he does not float. It is I don't remember what they're called. I think it's a ribbit toad, ribbit frog. I have no idea, bros. Where is the pack? Let me see if the pack is over here. Ha, here he is. Yeah, so he's a ribbit frog. Watch out, bros. Ribbit frog. He does not float. He looks like this. He looks like this, guys, and he will sink. There is no float to his game. So you gotta reel him in at least slightly under Mach 1. Mach 2, I mean, that's an option, but you gotta reel him in at slightly under Mach 1 or else he's gonna sink. Never to be seen again until the next cast. Escar, the microphone that I got right now, dude, is a Rode. I think it's the Rode Pro, maybe. That's the set that I bought. It comes with one receiver, and I'm putting a little bit of thump gel on this guy. It comes with one receiver and 2 microphones, but you'll only ever get 2 microphones to sync to it. You can't get more than that. So you have those, and you're gonna need the GoPro mod box because there's nowhere that the GoPro will have for you to connect because it's just an audio jack that I connect to it on the outside on the mod box. So you'll need those two in order to make the whole combination work. But I'll tell you what, bro, these microphones are not waterless. I was trying to say wireless, but they are wireless. They're not waterproof. That is how the English works. They are not waterproof, so do not take them out in the water. Now let's not say I have, because we're not out here trying to avoid any warranties, you know what I'm saying? But I'll say that there may or may not have been a gentleman out here whose GoPro has fallen into the water with the receiver on it, and the receiver ended up still working, but I'm saying these are not waterproof. So do not mix them with water. So Colin, I don't have the wireless Go. I have the wireless Pro, I believe. Though either way, when you have these, you can connect Pro microphones to it. But the reason that I got the Pro or Go microphones, whichever one is the combo, the reason I got the Pro, it has a charger pack that comes with it. So when I put them back in the boat, they're charging. Whenever my microphone dies, I'll just put it in there and it'll charge. And then it came with a whole bunch of other stuff. Plus, with the Pro, you can change the level at which, and I don't know if you could do it on the Go. I thought there was something, but it was a long time ago that I bought these. So you can change the dB level of each microphone. So if you got someone out here gritando, bro, you just lower the dB and you be like, yo, bro, you're yelling all kinds of crazy, bro. You're gonna hurt the users or the listeners' ears. No problem, dog. You know we keep it real here. Also, guys, when I got off the water yesterday, I was looking around the Tackle Tavern and I noticed that I have some jigs that a homie from back in the day sent me. His name was Antonio from Cali. And Antonio from Cali sent me some jigs and I'm gonna put one on. What up? Oh, Rob's saying it was a fantastic day. Rob, did you get caught up in any of those yacht parties? Is that why you're saying it was a fantastic day, or was it a fantastic fishing day, bro? Which one, bro? Where am I? Apparently, I just went over the hump. Not an age, but I did over the hump. All right, dude, so tomorrow I'll probably be on early in the morning, weather, of course. And then what I'm gonna do is get off the water around 11 or 12. I'm going to, and we all know that that's tentative. Everybody's always, this fool will never leave the water, and that is possible, but we will get off the water about 11 or 12. And then when I get off the water, I'm going to take this fish finder off, the one in the front, and I'm gonna start playing some games with it. I doubt it's an update problem. Oh, Mike. Matthew. I saw it from a distance, dog. Matthew, I love a jig on any hard bottom, bro. Any hard bottom. Shell, rock, whatever it is, bro. That tick, 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 tick until that boom comes in. Ooh, I eagerly anticipate that tick, tick, boom. All of them in the shallow around the grass, 23 in the boat. Back. Today is going to be good fishing. Matthew, are you the farmer's almanac? How do you know Wednesday is going to be good fishing? Or is any day that you're on the water good fishing? So I believe the hump to be over here. We are just casting around. We're trying to get us a little bite real quick. Just something to start us off. Dudes, I might even get, based on today, I might even get Mr. Wiggles out. Mr. Wiggles. Mr. Wiggles has been in the chamber, but just kind of chilling because we got to wait till we feel like there's going to be a BBL setting him up for the best success, because if we don't, one of these dumb little dinks might tear him apart. And I mean, you guys might see me shed a tear live on TV or whatever device you're using to watch this. They're opening the dam. Mike, I will agree with you that some fish will go deep, but some just chill, bro. Some just chill here all year, hanging out. I can't explain it, bro. They're just fish. They do their thing. One of these days, guys, we will have a working fish finder in the front. But I tell you what, guys, I was looking at the prices of these fish finders, and I was like, what in the heck is going on here? It was ridiculous, bros. I'm talking about like 6 G's and stuff. Though some of them came with no transducer and whatever. But, dude, 6 G's or some kind of G's for a freaking fish finder? You gotta be kidding me, dog. That's outrageous. You're pricing the regular homie out the game. And by regular homie, I mean myself. Because 6 G's, dog. I saw it and I fainted a little bit. I said, moderator, hold me. And she luckily ran towards me and caught me before I hit the ground, guys. She didn't know what I was looking at. She just caught me, bro. She was there. She was my knight in shining armor catching me after I saw those prices. That was ridiculous, because I can only imagine what they're gonna tell me when is wrong with my fish finder. And if they tell me, yo, bro, your fish finder's toast, then I'll be all like, now what? I'm gonna have to buy a mini up here or something. Mike, get a Helix 12. Then I gotta change all kinds of stuff up here, bro. I'm Loranced out, dog. It is not an easy switch to a Helix, because this nose cone that my Ghost trolling motor has allows me to do side imaging and all that stuff, but it is nicely contained in the trolling motor. So I don't have to put one of those clamps, those adjustable clamps. I don't got to put any of those on. It's just, it was made for the game. All right, there's a lot of hummingbird fans out there. From what I'm seeing right there, there's a lot of hummingbird fans, and they're telling me to get a Helix, but dudes, like all this is currently set up for Lawrence. I would have to change the entire game. Now, of course, if Hummingbird wants to come through and be all like, yo, dog, how's about we just replace your entire setup? And I'll be all like, a tip of the hat to you, homies. If you're gonna get down like that, then holler at your boy. But, and I gotta my own, and I gotta stay with what the setup is right now. Also looked at trolling mode. I'm like, dude, what is going on in this world? How did trolling motors, last time that I purchased a trolling motor, and I'm talking about for an old boat, last time I purchased a trolling motor, it was like $1,000 for the top of the line, barely created spot lock Hummingbird. I forgot what it was. Well, not Hummingbird, but I forgot what they're called. But they basically own, Hummingbird owns the trolling motor company. What is that thing called? Whatever it's called, bro. Either way. Mike dropped a $20 super chat. I'm not exactly sure. I think he's trying to make a dent in the trolling motor expense. Mike, much respect, dog. I will add it to the collection. The collection plate is out, guys. Mike dropped a $20 super chat. We're looking to raise. Now this is really a freaking, what are they called? Phonathons? Is it Whining Monday, Creel? No. I'm just telling you what I saw, dog. I had plenty of time to see what life was about when I was off the water, dog. And that reminds me, Creel, you owe me $1, dog. Don't you think you're getting out of that dollar, homie? You owe me $1, Creel, because I got off the water before 2 o'clock yesterday. Creel thinks he ain't hooking me up with $1. Love the Ghost, but sell it and get an Ultrex. All right, guys. So these are all ideas that are making it more and more expensive for me to exist on the water, because I don't think the Ultrex is going to be a 1-for-1 dollar swap on a used Ghost. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I might be wrong. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in the world of trolling motors. Creel, do you know how long it probably cost you more to mail that, bro, than it did to just hand me the $1. But my dudes, do not forget about that subscriber giveaway. It will be happening this Friday. It will be live this Friday at 5 p.m. Central. It will be for a $100 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. Don, are you trying to get me to faint live on camera? Because if I have to pay that much for a ghost, a new ghost, well then I might become a ghost, bro. You'll see my soul leave my body here on camera. You'll just be all like, did that fool just die right now? Oh, Don is in the house, so we got a chatterbait fish for Don. It ain't big, but we're gonna continue our non-zero streak. Keep it real, guys. We only had to get a bite, and that's what we wanted to do. We got a bite. Ain't big, no tag. Why does this guy have a bloody tail? How is a dude this small getting into anything that would have to do with bloody tailing? If you guys know what I mean. Why would he be with a bloody tail? That's weird. Whatever, Vato. I won't judge you, dog. You get down there and do whatever your bad bass self wants to do, homie. But Don is in the house. What's pennies there, guys? Also, we should give a big up to Mike for dropping that 20 right there. And here we go, there's another one, probably tiny. Oh yeah, guys, we are in some tiny fish right now. We are definitely in some tiny fish. No tag. Oh, that was another one, but I missed him, guys. Very interesting. As soon as it hit the water and I popped him up once, that fool bit. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can't pull out a BBL out of these guys. And I'm not talking about a baby bass live. I'm talking about one of them big bills. FY Memorial. I don't know if it was this actual day, like on the calendar. I doubt it was. I think it's like 3 days back or something. But Memorial Day was when I caught my PB over there at Amistad. Can we do it here? I'm not setting the bar that high, guys, but I'm just saying. I should also put my sun covers on. Just because it's cloudy doesn't mean you can't get a sun. That is a fish that's bigger than that one that I caught. Just a little bit bigger than that little one, homies. We're gonna try low because we thought he was, but he's not. It's probably about a 2-pounder. Let's check it out. And Unlimited loves it when I put my feet up and catch the fish. This is the segment of the show that Unlimited just can't get enough of. This guy is probably about 2 pounds or so. Sugar la mano, homie. Look at that. Chatterbait just came out as soon as I put my hands on him. This guy's got some sharp teeth, bros. That hurts. No tag. No tag on this guy. He looks a little gross on top. I don't know if you guys can see that. He's a little gross. Maybe I shouldn't be touching him. Let's just get our scale out. Oh, it's down there. Let's get our scale out. Let's get it warmed up. Could it be that we will only waste half a gallon of gas to catch these fish? And the weight is in. Half a gallon of gas is very economical, dudes. No tag, double check, no tag. I kind of feel like I got to go up the lake a little bit more in order to get a tagged fish. But who knows where they go. Tighten up that drag. Don, it is not I who's got the school fired up, dog. It is your chatterbait that has the whole lake fired up, dog. Not just this school, but the entire lake. As soon as we dropped this chatterbait in there, bro, the lake bite went up across the lake. There's a lot of honking. I'm just gonna throw peace signs to whoever's honking. But across the lake, the bite on the lake has just gone up, bro, because they can feel their lateral lines being enticed by Don's chatterbait. Yo, BL, what's happening? That fish weighed 2 pounds, 5 ounces. Looks like Unlimited was right on the money. Don's chatterbait is handling business, guys. We've moved only so many feet from the dock. This is Sunset Hump, but Don's chatterbait just has a way of talking to these fish over here. It sings, it says the sweet nothings in their ears, bro. Technically, they're lateral lines. It's just there, and it's like, hey, what's happening, girl? Would you like to take a bite? Another honk. I can never tell. I just assume they're honking, and I wave, bro. I don't know who they're honking at. I'm casting a little bit to the left of where they've been biting. I just want to be a little bit thorough to make sure that we're not missing some bigger fish off to the left. We'll cast back to the right in a little bit. Yo, what up, Kendall? Happy Memorial Day, bro. Hopefully you're enjoying it with La Familia, bro. And you're just having a good time with the freedom that's been given to us through blood, sweat, tears, and sometimes lives. The utmost respect for those who have laid it all on the line for this country. And if you guys have anyone in your family who has done so, bro, let us know about it. Put it in the chat. Let us know. Because the only time that somebody is truly gone for good, bro, is the last time that someone utters a story about them, says their name. That is when they are truly gone. So feel free, guys, to put it in there. Let us know what they did, who they were. Kendall's grilling that red snapper. We're gonna creep ever so slightly. These fish have seem to have stopped biting. You know what, guys? Just for the homies, I'm gonna throw top water. Why? I don't know. But I'm gonna throw top water right here so that the homies can know that I feel for them. Dude, I would like a statistical, that feels okay, a statistical compilation of how many fish Don's chatterbait has caught on this lake, bro, because let's add one more to it, assuming that we're able to catch them. But hey, you stay down, dog, stay down before you shook la mano. We gotta get some stats here, bros, because Don's chatterbait is caliente, bro. Super caliente. For those of you who are not bilingual, caliente is hot. It looks like a 2-pounder. Hey, come on. Come this way, bro. I need you to shook la mano, bro. Okay. All right. That's one of the worst fish landings that we've ever seen. Washalo. Shook la mano. So the last fish was 2.5. Eventually, guys, we will leave this spot. When? I don't know. But we will leave this spot because we got to go after some bigger than this guy and the other guys. He's not bad. This guy is not bad at all. But he's not the BBLs that we are after. Definitely a good sized fish. Don's chatterbait, bros. I don't know if you guys are unaware how I sing the praises of this chatterbait. My dudes, this chatterbait has got us into more fish than you can count on your toes, your hands, on your friend's toes, and your friend's hands. But I don't know the exact number, but I can tell you, it's a lot. Yo, Fred, what's happening? Happy Memorial Day, dog. It is definitely a lot. Now that fish weighed 2 pounds, 10 ounces, 210. I know I said I need to put my sun covers on. I've said a lot. 2 pounds, 10 ounces. My Uncle Francis was a tail gunner on a B-17. Killed, shot over the English. He was 22. Old school. Much respect and thank you for sharing that story with us, dude. Your uncle gave his life at the young age of 22. In my life, at 22, I was out probably doing dumb things. But your uncle was out there fighting for this country. And that is the difference in generations, my friend. But they are the ones who gave us the opportunity to, even do dumb things like we do. But I'm telling you, bro, that is much respect. Yo, Ronnie, what's up? Bro, that reminds me of that country song. I don't know what it is. Maybe In Color, maybe. When he talks about my tail gunner, old Johnny McGee, he was a high school teacher from New Orleans and he had my back. I gotta put my or I be toast. Oh, bromance. Oh, bromance coming through, dropping a dime. Matthew will be out here in a minute. I don't know where. I think he just means Guntersville. But bromance dropping a dime out here. Now we got to give big ups to bromance, our Canadian compadre, along with our homie El Norteño, who is also a Canadian compadre. Gracias, bromance. Gracias, Mike. And also, thank you to all you guys watching. Dude, like, do people just honk all day on this road? How do you take anybody seriously, like, if they're trying to alert you to something crazy? If everybody's always honking, then how is anybody supposed to know when a real honk? It's all like, oh, dude, watch out. I wonder if that causes any road rage. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's easily triggered by by road activity, and they're just driving along. They're just hanging out. They're like, da, 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 da. I'm not getting mad. I'm not getting, beep, beep. Oh, you son of a, did you just honk at me? But really, the person was honking at somebody fishing. Does that cause road rage out here? I don't know. And then, does that have a butterfly effect to where now that guy who's got road rage because he thought they honked at him, now he's mad, and then he sets the dominoes in place where he goes and angers somebody else, and then that person goes and angers somebody else, and it just goes until, I guess, until the end of the day, and then who knows what happens at the end, but it was only because somebody wanted to honk at somebody fishing to give them a what's up. Bromance, we've caught a couple here. We haven't been on long, but we've caught a couple here. We haven't moved very far. I mean, we're on Sunset Hump, dude. We have not left anywhere. We just wanted to get a bite here. And Sunset Hump was all like, you know what? Not only will you get a bite, but I'll keep you here. I'm like, go on. Go on, Sunset Hump. I'm listening. That's what I'm saying, bro, man. You never know where that's gonna end. One honk that was intended to, you know, brighten up the fisherman's day. Tell him, hey, I see you out there catching some bass. But then the other driver is all like, oh, you wanna honk at me, fool? That's a crazy concept. I'm gonna slow down my retrieve. I think I was reeling it in a little too fast. They don't like it like that. Yo, Don, I'm gonna tell you that it's one of the smaller hooks because I stopped throwing the ones with the bigger hook, dude, because the fish were coming off of it. So it's whatever size that hook is right there. But I know that there's bigger hooks in the ones that you've sent me, but I do not throw those unless we are in dire straits and we have lost everything and we only have those chatterbaits, because they do catch or they do hook into fish. So that's not the problem. The problem is getting them into the boat. And it's just gonna take a little bit more play on our end to get them into the boat. Yo, bass fishing, what's up? So whatever smaller hook on the one Don, that's what it is. You know what? I said I was gonna throw a topwater and I haven't thrown the topwater. And I'm a man of my word. Let me throw a topwater and see what happens. We'll throw, let's say, 4 casts on the topwater, and then after that, we will bid adieu to the topwater. What time is it? Oh, it's 5 o'clock. It's quitting time, guys. I'll see you guys later. It's been a good day. Let's get out of here. Also, I have to have a mic off moment. I hydro load before I get out on the water, guys. And when you hydro load, you gotta bilge. If you don't bilge, then you're gonna basically explode. And I don't wanna explode. Bromance, I'm not really sure. I kind of feel like there's no tagged fish in here, but here I am. Rocking like a hurricane. I think that's the way that goes. Or brought to you like a hurricane. I don't know. I don't know the name or how that song goes. But here I am, catching little dinks. that I can. Oh, he came off, guys. I horsed him, guys, but he was a dink. So we just got to slow it up a little bit. Slow it down. It's probably a proper terminology. I like to say slow up, but that's probably because I went to a New Mexico school. So I say slow it up rather than slow it down. Well, if Steve's here, then I definitely gotta. All right, bass fishing. That is a very specific setup, and I don't think I will. I mean, I'm just gonna be totally honest, bro. I don't think I'll ever have that setup on here, bro. Mr. Wiggles will not be seen on the back of a Carolina rig. I don't even think that we'll ever see a Carolina rig on any of these rods. But, you know, that's just preference. Come on. Something hit this guy. Can you guys see that? He's out there. We got the wake tail by Lucky Craft. I see it. Oh, you guys want to be chasing something over there? Let me quickly reel this guy in as I have my target acquired. We got eelgrass. Target acquired. Get out of here. See, you couldn't do that with a mega bass. If you smack your mega bass like that, bro, then you're just gonna have wasted $25. But with this Lucky Craft, I could slap him on the water to get the grass off and he'll handle business still. He'll go out there and catch a fish. And there it is, guys, our first topwater fish right on cue. He just got hit right on cue, but is he a dink? You better believe it. Oh, yeah. The wake tail right on cue. As we talked about him being way cooler than a mega bass, he caught himself a little dink. Wash out, little bros. That wake tail coming through. And you know what we're doing, guys? We are weighing this fish. This is our first topwater bait. Oh, the other one was 211. If I didn't tell you guys, my bad. Oops. Well, look at this. Yeah. We had our target acquired. We set it and forget it. And we sent it, bros. Boom. Weighed them. It's locked in. Dudes. Our first. Steve, this guy is for, well, technically you and Colin. Look at this guy. This meaty little dude. No tag. That guy is for the homies. I don't know if we will see anything bigger than that. We got him on this wake tail. This Lucky Craft wake tail. It's got itself a little prop on the back. Washalo. We got an OMG right there. That fish weighed 10 ounces. Guys. We had a lot of cast, dudes, but we stuck with it. And we got ourselves a 10-ounce bass on top water. I don't know how many we've thrown, Come on. We should all be cheering because we finally got success. Let me toss it to where I believe bigger fish to be residing. But I gotta have a mic off moment, guys. So I'll be behind you guys for a second. All right, dudes, we're back. I'm assuming we were mic'd off. I don't know for a fact, but we're gonna be back here. This is the area where the bigger fish were. Now, if they don't bite this, guys, we're gonna put it down. Hopefully you guys can see that and I'm not in the way. Now, the only big thing that I've had almost hit my topwater was one of those herons. Like, it went down, looked at my bait, and I was like, hey, 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 and I started moving faster. And it realized, oh no, I don't want to bite that. I think I got eelgrass or something on me. And that I do. The tiniest of blades. Come on. All right, the top water will be retired for the moment. I'm not saying that we won't throw it later on, but I might be saying we won't throw it later on. But we might. There's no telling. We gotta see what we feel, you know. As Broman says, fish with your heart, bros. And that's what we do here. We are going back to the chatterbait. We are going to throw this for a little bit right here as we cruise around. We'll be throwing to the same areas that that topwater was going to. Let's see if we, let's say, got their appetite going with the topwater and they're like, I could never chase that guy. But this chatterbait, oh, I could chase that fool all day and destroy him. Colin, you're happy for me, bro? Dude, you're happy for me because I caught on the topwater. I've done it before, Colin. I'm just saying that it's not very likely. I didn't say it was impossible. It's just not very likely. So I don't like to use up too much of the fishing time chasing a dream. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just cruise around Sunset Hump, fish it a little bit as I'm going. That's probably grass. Feels grassish, but I'm not gonna let off until it gives me some kind of indication. Yeah, it's grass. I'm gonna fish Sunset Hump, and it's that good hydrilla. Just all the way around. And then I'm gonna put on a jig that I found. I don't know what color, but I'm just gonna put one on. Why do I change what works? Because that jig that I have on right now, I think it's pumpkin seed. I think that's what I determined the color was, but I should just keep throwing that, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna throw those jigs that my homie had sent me from, and by homie, I just mean he was a guy who, he had a heart like Don. He was like, here, let me send you some jigs and see what's up. I just haven't seen him on the channel in a while. So either he got fed up with my antics or he's out there growing. All right, let me get the armband, guys, so I can get a little more, let's say, intimate with you guys. I know it sounds kind of weird, but I'm gonna get a little more intimate with you guys. And just like that, we have become the Predator, Mega Man, or Iron Man. One of the three, you guys decide. I think it varies. And just like that, we turned off the phone. And we are back. Oh, did I tell you guys that that fish weighed 10 ounces? That fish weighed 10 ounces. It was the 10-ounce bass of my dreams. We are moonwalking the boat. We do not have a fish finder in the front, so we are just kind of eyeballing, allowing our other senses to guide us. Plus, we're utilizing the fish finder in the back to make sure that we're going at least slightly in the right direction. The wind is picking up just a tad. Mega Man means something else now, bro? Don't even tell me about it. Don't ruin Mega Man for me. I think this is grass. Definitely grass. Oh, that hydrilla's coming in thick now, guys. Where we at? Okay. That hydrilla is coming in thick. Dude's babysitting that frickin' pork, picnic pork, whatever cut is. I don't know what it is. It's not a pork butt, but it's something around there. Babysitting that thing, friggin' threw me off. There was a storm happening, all kinds of stuff was going on, and I was like, all right, I guess I'm staying up later than I thought. I don't think that's a proper Latin name, dog. I think it is just the name of the plant, the hydrilla grass. I don't think I use the proper name of anything, bro. All right, we're on top of the hump. And that is our problem. We're now on top of this hump, not cruising on the edges. We're always skirting the edges on this show, or at least attempting to. Let's go take a peek. Okay, we're headed towards not being on this hump. We'll just fish it for a little bit, guys. It is about to be 5:30. Then we're gonna fish that road bed, and then we are gonna go to where the BBLs play. We are going to go to the BBL playground and see what damage we can do out there. That BBL playground are the humps outside of Browns Creek. That is where we go, as you will see in a little bit. Okay, we are in 9 feet of water over here. Okay. We can move a little bit closer. Sorry about that, reel. I didn't mean to step on you. So it's a little weird because I have to look at the map upside down and then rotate it in my head with what I'm seeing. It's not impossible, it's just there's one extra step. So if you ever see me with a confused look on my face, it is because I'm trying to figure out what is going on with the map. That confusion might look because I'm trying to figure out where I am positioned on this hump. But once we get to the other humps, there will not be any figuring out. There will be just, we are on the humps and we are casting. And we are looking for those BBLs. If you do not know what a BBL is, it is not the common definition for a BBL. The street definition, the definition here is a big bass live. That is anything above 4 pounds, and we pay out for BBL pluses. Those are fish that are 4, 5, 6, and 7 pounds. Right now, we need a 7-pounder in order to pay out our next BBL plus, which will be worth $75. Now, I truly believe that I was on a fish the other day that was a 7-pounder and I broke him off. So, that's on me, guys, my bad. But I believe that that fish was a 7-pounder and I missed him. 7-pounder at a minimum. All right, guys, these are the jigs that my homie sent me. Let's take a look at them real quick before. I think I already got the one that I want to put on. But we have one here that looks like a little bit of peanut butter and jelly with some blue on it. And then we got one here that's got a brown skirt with a little bit of orange. Same one there, pretty sure. And then we got a mixture of all kinds of colors right there. So these are weird combinations, but we're gonna throw one. Now this jig it seems to be a little more compact. It is not a finesse jig. It does not, these jigs do not have a weed guard on them. So that is something a little bit different. They do not have a weed guard. But we should still be able to move them over all that rock without a problem, without getting hung up. And as I say that, we will see what happens. And let me find some craws to put on them. I don't have craws that really match all these colors. So, what is this, a green pumpkin? So we'll just throw a straight up green pumpkin on this. It is going to be the wackiest looking jig setup. We're going to cut off our pumpkin seed that we got right there. We're going to cut off this pumpkin seed. Let's line it up. See how much we actually need to cut off. We could probably get away with cutting off just one little nub. So these have been hanging out in the Tackle Tavern for quite some time. I just didn't know where they went, and I'm not going to point any fingers. But I'm just saying, sometimes you think things are are where you left them last, but they're actually where they belong. If you guys have heard that before. Oh yeah, hey, where's my stuff? Oh, it's where it belongs. So this was the one that we were catching off of, and we're just gonna change it up a little bit, guys. We're gonna throw that other jig and see what's up. We like to stop doing what works and do other stuff. You know, raise the difficulty level. This is 20-pound test. This is P-line 20-pound test. So in case Creel gets crazy and says, you broke off, it's not SC Sniper. Now keep in mind, guys, we have 0 sponsors. The only one who sponsors us is the good Lord. So we will tell you the truth. I mean, even if we had sponsors, bro, I still tell you, I still tell you the truth. So these skirts are not extremely long skirts. These are, let's call them mini skirts. It looks like a little mini skirt. Yo, Rob, currently the blue and black jigs, they belong in the store because I don't have any. I have 0 blue and black jigs. Well, so hold on. That is a factual misstatement right there. I have some, but they're not rock jigs. They're like, they're possibly swim jigs or something like that, dude, but they are not like structured jigs or whatever you want to call them. Let's get a little bit of water to rinse out our mouth. But that is a great question, Rob. Let's do a little side imaging of this little road bed, which always seems to have something, dudes, but whether it's got size or not, that's another story. We have caught a few bigger ones than we had been before, but nothing, let's say, big. All right, we'll be throwing off to our left, sorry. We'll throw off to our left as we learn our directions on the water. We threw a rage craw, a baby something. Maybe it's a baby craw or something like that. I don't know the actual name of it, but it is definitely a rage bait. Rage, rock on with your bad self. So slowly, we'll probably eventually get our sun covers on that we've been trying to get on this entire time. We've talked about it and have not put a single one on. But I'm gonna blame it on the fish because the action was to the point where we couldn't stop casting. Right now I'll run this bait in with a little one glove action. Let's see where we actually stopped on this. Okay. So Rob is saying that we have to get some blue-black jigs. Okay, Rob, I'll put that on my shopping list. When am I getting to the GTO? I don't know, but I will put it on my shopping list. I'll tell you that much. We're throwing that peanut butter jelly looking jig that a subscriber had sent me. I mean, the jigs, they're nice jigs. I don't remember exactly why we stopped throwing them, but I think it was because it was winter or something. Hey, come on, don't be crazy. We may have to go reposition. This guy's, he's dancing on something. He must have been dancing on sunshine or something because he's free now. Let's see where we are positioned. We moved out of position. We are now a little bit on the road bed. The wind is blowing us off of the road bed, so we'll just allow it to move us back. We're gonna get a little out of position, but PB&J, not too shabby. Rob, I know every time we start talking about food, bro, you end up ordering some stuff. So I will stop mentioning that this is PB&J so that you don't tell me, all right, that's it. I just made myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Thanks a lot. Come on, baby, one time. So dudes, I don't know how many days, let's see. Okay, so there's 5 more days left in May. We have 5 days to catch a 7-pounder. If we do not catch a 7-pounder in the next 5 days, then when June rolls around, the first BBL will be a BBL plus. And that means that that first BBL will be worth $75. So it would behoove you to be watching June 1st, because the very first BBL plus we catch, that one is gonna have a drawing for $75 in a Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. Snozook, I have not tried a peanut butter and honey sandwich, but I did when I was eating sugars and all that other stuff. I did like me some peanut butter with honey in it. I mean, I would still put like jelly and whatever, but peanut butter with honey in it, bro, that was good. Oh, dudes, I missed it. I felt the bump. But I didn't have my hand on my reel. It's okay. It's okay, guys. I'm gonna get him. It's probably a little turd, but I'll get him. Kendall can't wait to win that one. All right. I'll be ready for them this time, guys. When they bite, I'm gonna slam them. So Kendall, the only sugar intake that I have is, and I'm talking about like I'm not talking about carbohydrates. I'm talking about like sugar. So the moderator makes home cooked bread. There is some bit of sugar in there because you got to feed the yeast. So there's some in there, but not the quantity, not the preservatives, all that other stuff from the other breads. So I will eat that. And I have stopped eating everything except for like fruit. So I'll eat oranges. I ate a mango the other day. I ate some watermelon. So there is some sugar intake, but not processed. So I've given up all sauces. She tried to get me to put some barbecue sauce on the pork that I made, that we had smoked. She tried to get me to put some, it was homemade barbecue sauce, so that's cool and all, but it had ketchup in there, and ketchup has like an outrageous amount of sugar or high fructose syrup or whatever it is. So it has a huge amount of that. So I passed on that. I don't use any sauces really. Bro, did you want me to say mango? Nah, bro. The gente say mango, so I'm gonna say it like the gente say it. Because next thing you know, you're gonna want me to say salsa instead of salsa. So I gotta say it like the gente say it, bro. But I'll meet you halfway, dog. I won't say share, and I'll say chair. So, I mean, at least we we agree there, bro. The moderator hates when I put a Spanish accent on everything, bro. She's all like, why do you always do that? That's not even a Spanish word. And I was like, how do you know? Like, I say cilantro, and she says cilantro. And I'm all like, moderator, I'm pretty sure it's closer to cilantro than it is cilantro. But whatever. Oh yes, Nazook, everything has a lot of sugar in it. So that's why when the moderator makes homemade spaghetti, she also makes her own sauce so that she can control how much sugar is in it. So there'll be the little bits of processed sugar like that I'll eat, but it's not a lot. It's definitely way less than what I did before. Dudes, so along the lines of mango, which Unlimited heckled me for. Yeah, exactly, bro. Kendall, yeah, I have a mostly meat diet, and I'll eat some carbs, but not a lot of carbs, just some, and they gotta be made by the moderator or else I'm not gonna eat them. See, she sometimes tries to get me to eat like pasta that she bought, and I was like, nope, no way. So, it's a little bit of a change, bro, but I mean, after you do it, you just kind of get used to it. In fact, I joked with her and I told her, you don't think I'm suffering right now? You don't think that I want a Reese's peanut butter cup so bad? I was like, I do want a Reese's peanut butter cup so bad, but I'm just not gonna eat it. Dude, those used to be my jam. Reese's peanut butter cups. Ooh-wee. I eat a whole bag without hesitation. But right now, I cracked 184, so I'm 184 pounds. I was hovering at 186 for a long time, and then I hit 184 today, and I was like, all right, that's what's up. All right, we'll throw 2 more casts here, guys, and then we will move. The one bite that I did get, I missed it, so that's on me, baby. So I ain't worried about that bite. Because, you know, one could speculate, is it because we changed colors of jig? But I did get one bite, so that is all my fault. I do not blame it on the jig. Kendall, we all think that the carnivore diet would be amazing, but when you're on it, like, it does get a little laborious, bro. You now only eat to survive. Because I used to eat a lot of ground beef and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, that's cool. But then after a while, you're like, ground beef again. Steaks are good, but steaks also put a dent in the bank account. Brisket's good, but brisket without barbecue sauce, it also becomes a little different. Well, first of all, Snizook, I'm 5'7", not 5'6". And I used to be 5'7", 215 pounds. But now I'm 5'7", 184. I was about to say 5, but 184. And I still got some love handles I gotta shake off, but give it time. I'm not trying to disappear before your eyes. Dude, the last time my doctor saw me was when my toe was all stupid. And that's when I was, I don't know, probably 210, 211, somewhere around there. She's gonna see me this time and she'll be all like, hey bro, where's the dude that showed up last time with the hobble toe? And he was like a little Oompa Loompa. And I'll be all like, oh, that fool? Yeah, I left him at the chocolate factory. We are now LA 2.0. Huh? You got to look good for, oh. I was having a little trouble putting those words together, bro. I was like, you what? For the subscribers? What are you talking about, Kendall? But you're saying I gotta look fit. I gotta look. But the subscribers are probably just vatos, bro. So I don't think the subscribers care. They're like, catch a fish, dog. And Kendall, that's why I do Unlimited's favorite part of the show, the push-ups. Helps burn calories. Fishing our. He's honking. I'm gonna need you to help me out here, trolley motor. What up? Well, I think we broke off our jig, maybe. Bro, is that guy trying to make me... Well, we didn't break off our jig. Is that guy probably trying to make me do a wardrobe change? He's got some kind of like train horn. And he's trying to get me to have a wardrobe malfunction. All right, let's move, guys. All these horn honkings are scaring away our fish. Let's get out of here. Let's take a little cruise. I'll slip right through the deck, bro. In fact, let's get some push-ups for Unlimited. Unlimited, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. That's for you, Unlimited. I know you love those. Those were sponsored by Unlimited. He loves push-ups. Let's get out of here, guys. I see so many fish right there. I'm gonna throw up and lose more weight. Bro, don't tell me that my testosterone is gonna raise. Ooh, that's next level stuff, bro, if I get more testosterone. And now the moderator isn't feeding me secret turkey, so So my testosterone is gonna be through the roof. Over here on this side, we will get the chop from those still out here having fun. No secret turkey to mess up my testosterone levels. Yo, Khaled, of course I don't mind, bro. It's just fishing, homies. We're out here to hang out. Have a good time, dog. So if you want to come through, then come on through, dog. What end of the lake will you be on? So I think I saw some people on the Cousins. That's on me, baby. Tofu? You're crazy, dog. I've never eaten tofu and I will never eat tofu willingly and knowingly, bro. I'm assuming somebody could try and slip some tofu into my food and then they got one on me, but I will not knowingly ever friggin' eat tofu. Bro, I don't even, so like, there's like sauces that have soy in them, and it's speculated that too much soy can give you like moobs and stuff. So I don't even like eating soy, bro. I'm not looking to get some moobage, you know what I'm saying? Not this dude. Rather than fight the trash, I'm just gonna throw these water bottles, the empty ones, back here. Because the trash can is being dumb. We gotta get out some water and we gotta put on our masks, guys. These are two things that are necessary for our survival out here. Maybe the mask not so much, but yeah, bro. Be careful with that soy. Ah. Usually launches from honeycomb. Oh yeah, bro, we good. All right, let's check out our location. Like I said, there's some people on the Cousins, I believe. But they should get out there and catch them, bro. We still got some boats out here having fun to the last minute. I like it. Let's see if we can't catch ourselves a BBL out here. Remember guys, we're just after BBLs. That is the point here. We're after them big bass live. And we definitely got a couple tricks up our sleeve, one of which I might throw the jig out there because I don't think the grass is as thick as I thought it was. So if I can get a jig out there and just keep hopping it out of, let's say, eelgrass or whatever, potentially, we might get ourselves a BBL by doing that. We usually always start with Don's chatterbait because it is a proven big fish attractor. Then after that, we'll slow it down a little bit. We'll rotate through some worms, shaky heads, jigs. You're fine with tofu as long as it's not trying to be meat. Dude, what is tofu? Like, what is it made out of? I don't even know what it's made out of, dudes. The more humans get their hands in things, the more I stay away from it. That's a rule of thumb right there, guys. The more humans are processing something, the more I will be like, no thanks, dog. Oh, you said that's an Impossible Burger? Well, it's gonna be impossible for you to see me eating that. Oh, it's better for me? No, thank you. You're telling me this cow that's been good for generations before me, this cow all of a sudden became not good for me? It just came out of thin air. That's good for me. Gotcha. No, I don't know about soy sauce. I just assume soy sauce might, bro. But when when you consume a lot of soy, it has a higher likelihood of causing moobs, bro. Moobs. Those are, I mean, they're just moobs, bro. Basically, male oobs. That's what you have a higher likelihood of having, bro. Okay, these guys don't want to eat a chatterbait. That's fine, dog. I got some things for you. Let me load them up. I'm gonna throw a recon out there. I'll throw the jig to see how much grass we got, what the case is out there. Well, so here's the thing again, Colin. Like, it's the amount that you consume. So if you look at everything, everything's got high fructose, everything's got soy and all kinds of other stuff. So like Japanese and people of Asian descent, I don't think they're eating it like we are, where it's hidden in foods that we are not expecting for it to be in. So I believe that to be the difference, the amount that it's being consumed and the processed portion, dog. So on its own, nothing is usually too detrimental to you. It's the quantities in which we eat them. So like, cool, I could eat a tablespoon of sugar, just straight up processed sugar, eat a tablespoon, and it's not gonna kill me. But now, if I eat a tablespoon in ketchup, I eat a tablespoon over here in spaghetti sauce, I eat a tablespoon over here in my cereal, I eat a tablespoon over here in a power bar of some sort, I eat tablespoon here, tablespoon there. Well, now all that starts to add up. So that's what I'm talking about, bro. Not these things on their own. I mean, dude, I could go out right now and go get a blizzard. Sorry about that, Rob, if that's gonna make you get a blizzard. But I could go out and get a blizzard and I'll be totally fine. I'm not gonna have any toe problem. I'm just gonna say, all right, cool, I had a blizzard, whoop-de-doo. But if I ate a blizzard with every one of my meals, okay, now we got a problem. All right, guys, we're about to get hit by some wakeage. I don't think these guys are wake boats. I think they're just, well, maybe they are. Yo, Kendall, so all I drink is water, dog. I don't drink anything but water. I believe that to be a wake boat. Do you guys see these wakes headed towards us? Like, this is what I'm talking about, bros. They'll probably get a little amplified off of this this hump right here. But yeah, Kendall, all I drink is water. That's it. Nothing but. These guys are pulling my trolling motor out of the water. That's what you heard going. Kendall, I have never spoken about any urine, any nothing. I just drink water, bro. There's no special magic here, dog. There's no magic potion that is being drank and it's all like, oh yeah, that'll fix you. No. In fact, I advise against all urines just for the record, do not be drinking urines. Oh yes, Nazook, the corn syrup is in everything, bro. If you look at anything, it's gonna be all like corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of changes, bro. It's just some effort. So it would take preparing a meal, right? So if you know what goes into the meal, well, you know how much sugar you're putting in there. So you can put a little bit of sugar, you can put a lot of sugar. Now, don't get me wrong, I still go to, like, let's say I'm on a road trip or something. I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A or something like that, and I'm gonna eat a chicken sandwich or something along those lines. But that's when I'm cruising and I don't have any other options. Now, am I gonna eat the whole thing of fries or drink their lemonade? Probably not. I'm just gonna get that sandwich and go from there. Because even though I don't know how to describe it. How do I describe Chick-fil-A? Even almighty Chick-fil-A, some stuff that they're putting in now that wasn't there before, but now it is. So Chick-fil-A ain't safe either. Oh, that's an answer, Ken, to your. Nobody's saying do it cold turkey. Because, like, straight up, I did it cold turkey, but ended up with, we'll call them withdrawals. Because, like, I know my body, I know how it behaves. I mean, we should all know our bodies, right? And not in the bromance kind of way, but we should know our bodies. And so, cut off sugars before, and I know the first day of cutting off, like, gonna be like craving stuff, and I'm gonna be a little bit grumpy. So on that day, I said, all right, fine. Rather than crave something, I'm just gonna take a nap. I'm gonna sleep through the withdrawals, and then after that, when I wake up, okay, it's not that bad. And then little by little, you can go the next day a little bit longer and whatever. So I would suggest doing it little by little, because if you do it all in one shot, turkey, that right there is a lot tougher. And you might be a person that you might not like to see, and possibly your family members might also not like to see you, because it gets a little sketchy, bro. When your body's used to, like, let's say the caffeine from chocolate and whatever, when it's used to that, because I also, back in the day, I would drink sweet tea, but I would drink the uncaffeinated one. Is it uncaffeinated? Decaffeinated one. I would drink the decaffeinated one because I didn't want all that caffeine. So maybe it's the caffeine that would be the problem, more than the sugar itself when kicking the tea, bro. Because you have that bit of caffeine that comes in from your sweet tea. And I know that's a southern, I mean, that's like That's just part of the South, bro. Sweet tea. Everywhere you go. You want sweet tea? I understand that. But like just cutting that off little by little, that's how to get down. What is that question, Snizook? If that question is for mature audiences, Snizook, then that question should have, in my humble opinion, been directed to Unlimited through other means. So, Dennis, I mean, the meal's good, dog. Like, every meal the moderator makes is top notch. It's good stuff. It's just, I just had to change the understanding of what good was. That's all it was. It was just a change. Because believe me, bro, I love me a steak. I love me, but it's just a change. I mean, food is good, but humbly, there should never be anything that really has a control over us. Yes, we need food to survive, but if I can't live without this type of meal, well then, I would have to rethink that, right? Because I'm like, I could go without hamburgers the rest of my life. I can go without this and that. It's just a different mindset. And to each their own, bro. I know that this path is not the path for everyone. And to each their own. And I will not ever speak ill of anybody who does their own thing. That's cool with me. It's just the wake-up call. I had a wake-up call. It was a come to Jesus moment. It was, okay, bro, your foot has kept you out of the game for a month and a half, maybe even 2 months. I don't remember. But it kept me out the game for that long to where I was all like, nah, dog, there's no way at my age, whatever it is, that I should be hobbled to the point where I cannot go out and do the things that I enjoy. So then I thought about what exactly is causing this. And at that point in time, I had to make that personal decision and it's a personal decision. It's not, everybody knows what answer is right for them. But I had to make that personal decision for myself and say, okay, what means more to me? This Reese's peanut butter cup or being able to move and hook fish like this out here on the humps? He's not a BBL, but he's a decent fish. I had to throw way up on the hump. So they weren't out in the shallow. I think they weren't out on the deeper end. They were a little more on the shallow. So it was a personal choice, bro. He's not big, but he's a little bit bigger. So that's all it was, dog. Hey, bro, something is not right. Fix it, or else I don't want to hear you crying about it, that your foot ain't working, because you know how to fix it. And this is me talking to myself, right? This is my inner dialogue. This is me saying, all right, bro, we know what's the problem. So we either make it work or we don't. No tag. That was in the shallow, guys. And that was on my homie's jig. So because there's also genetics play into all this. So like if you have the potential, a higher potential of getting, let's say, gout or something like that, well, then you can't play like other people can play. Some people can eat sugars and stuff all day and they'll never get gout. But some people, they'll look at a pizza or other things and then boom, gout or whatever it is, right? So it's just, it was that wake-up call where I was like, nah, not this early am I gonna be hobbled. You know, some things are out of our control completely, but some things, it's just a matter of choice. And what we're willing to accept in our lives, right? So once I got hobbled, bros, I did not like being on crutches. I did not like my toe hurting. I did not like not being able to sleep. I did not like friggin' having to depend on other people to help me around. All that stuff played into it. So now I'll look at a Reese's peanut butter cup and I'll be like, ooh, that's gonna be delicious. And then I tell myself, oh yeah, remember when you couldn't walk? And I was like, oh yeah, you're right. So it's just, it was a personal choice, but if you guys, I mean, however everybody gets down, bro, it's to each their own. And all I can do is just do what works for me. And then if anybody sees it and is all like, oh, that's cool, well then just help them also have the same outcome and stuff. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad or anything like that, bro. I'm just out here trying to show them, all right, this is what I did. Might not work for you. Dude, sweet tea is the bomb, bro. Colin, you are correct. Knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. let's see. Was it hard to get where you could go all day without eating? So, Kendall, like when in order for me to be like super focused, I've always not eaten when I'm trying to be super focused. I never knew about fasting or nothing like that. It was just something that I did. I was all right. If I'm going fishing all day, I have time to eat. And if I ate, it would be bare minimum. Just like when me and the Mustache Maniac would go fishing, that fool would be eating hot Cheetos, all the snacks that we brought. And then by the time that I was hungry, I'd be all like, yo, hook me up with some whatever. He'd be like, there's no more of that. I'm like, what are you talking about? All right, then hook me up with this. There's also no more of that. I'm like, what the heck? So some of it was through no fault of my own. I had to starve thanks to the Mustache Maniac. But as long as he survived, then I guess we're good. Yeah, Krill's going out there getting that honey bun and that Mountain Dew. Oh, thank you very much, Nazook. But the intent was never to flex or anything like that, bro. It was just because, like, no joke, bro. Never had I been knocked down like that. I had never been knocked down to the point where I was like, this is not going away. So maybe there was an element of we'll call it concern, because I was like, dudes, this is not going away. This is not like any other thing that's ever happened to me. This should have been gone a long time ago. So at that point in time, I was like, uh-oh, let's make it happen. Something's got to give. You think the moderator's gonna stay with a guy who's all hobbled? Shh, bro. The moderator would not. She'd just be all like, bro, I'm gonna put you outside with the animals and you can live with the animals. I'll come and feed you. At least I get food, right? I'll come and feed you every so often. Dude, it was so crazy that I had to frickin', and this is probably TMI, but like, in order for me to like not dread having to go mic off at the house, the moderator set me up with a little mic off freaking jug there. So I was like, all right, cool. Because dude, it was immense pain, dude. And it was pain for the entire month. And pain will shock you into doing some things. So that's what it was, bro. It was the pain and the like, yo, bro, I'm too young for this right now. So maybe this is like a chicken shad moment, bros. And we're saying like, oh, look at this guy. He gave up all sugars. And I'm all like, bro, scared of sugar. I'm out of here. Run away. Is that a Reese's peanut butter cup? Run! There's plenty of reasons. plenty of reasons for the change that it's not like I'm going through the change, but plenty of reasons for the change in lifestyle. I'm gonna throw a Texas rig out there, guys. A Texas rig worm. I thought I'd throw this up there in the shallow, this chatterbait. Let me throw it one more time, maybe 2 more times. Throw it up in the shallow where that, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hit it up from this side. I've had them hit a jig from this side. So let's do that. Yo, Mike, so far so good. We've caught some, but we haven't caught anything big. We haven't caught any BBLs. We're just out here enjoying life, dude. We're out here a couple bites, and we're talking about why I'm disappearing before everyone's eyes. It is not because I am from the future and I'm trying to stop something from happening or else I won't exist. It is because I'm trying to ensure that I have a future, a pain-free future, that is. That's really the game plan. uh Colin's body is a temple. But the temple's location is questionable. Ah, this guy came back with all this eelgrass. But let's get to the matter at hand, homie. It's called bird nesting. Let's get to the matter at hand and let's bird nest a little bit. We're gonna hit this up from a different location. Oh, the cousins is ready, bro, because these homies left. What time is it? Game time, roof. 6:31, plenty of time. We'll go to the cousins. I don't even know why I have sunglasses on, bros. To be honest, I put the sunglasses on so that, you son of a fish. Oh, you definitely bit me, dog. You're probably small. I better have all my worm. All right. Okay. What in the heck? I think it's my leader knot. I think my leader knot is starting to be a stupid. Oh yeah, guys, look at this Alberto knot about to disappear on me. That's why. Look at this, it's unraveling. This is the one that I did live. It is definitely unraveling. You see that? That freaking piece of doo-doo right there? All right. So my Alberto knot is about to go to pieces. A wise man would not throw this out there. But guys, have we ever said that this is a wise man's channel? Maybe a wise bass channel, but definitely not a wise man's channel. So we are just going to cut off that extra piece right there. It is going to cause us a little bit of a problem. Let's see how long we can keep this leader knot working like a champ. I'm going to have to redo this. That will definitely make your cast be stupid. All right. So we found the problem. We found the issue. It is our leader knot. How heartbreaking will it be if the fish of a lifetime bites, but the leader knot is terrible and we lose them? Well, we're gonna have to find out. We'll do our best not to find out. We are throwing that Mag Dizzy. I do not use an FG knot, Don. I use an Alberto knot. The fishing schedule for tomorrow, Kendall, will be bright and early. Bright and early, we will get off at about 11 or 12. 11 or 12 usually means about 12, a little after 12, but whatever. We will attempt to get off at about 11 or 12, weather permitting, of course. We have to do some troubleshooting on this fish finder in the front. We got to try some stuff out before we can call Lowrance and tell them, look, bros, we've already tried all these things. So just give us the, what is it, an RMO number or whatever the number is, RFO. Or the number is to return something. Give me one of those numbers and we'll return it. And then that way you can look at it and tell me how much it's going to cost. Because my guess is it's going to be a screen that's knocked out or that's carped out and an RMA. So I knew there was a valve in there, bro. I didn't know how many valves. I didn't know where the valves were located. I didn't know what the valve was, but it was an R and a something. But yeah, one of those numbers. So I could return it. And see how quickly we can get it fixed. I don't even know what the turnaround is gonna be. They might be all like, here, dog. It's gonna take us 3 months to fix. We don't have the parts, this, that, and the other. You could buy this and blah, blah, blah. Who knows? Who knows what the case is? But as soon as they say buy, I'm gonna be all like, buy. Not as in buy the stuff. I'm gonna be all like BYE. I was like, buy, bro. You expecting me to buy another one? You're crazy, dog. Dang, bro, this guy casts way better now that I took out that huge leader or tagline that was exposed. After 2 casts, we are going to move to the side of this hump and we're going to cast perpendicular to it. Oh, you son of a fish. I know you were nibbling me, bro. Don't even act like you weren't nibbling me. You got to be a tiny little turd out there. So I'll have one more cast after this in this area, and then we will. Because I mean, it does slightly make this a little more difficult because I cannot really, I can sort of see my fish finder in the back, but to run grass lines and other stuff like that, it makes it difficult. I have to throw my worm out there or my jig and just basically take it to the old school and feel around for the grass lines. So that is a little time consuming, but what's necessary is necessary. I mean, we've caught some good sized fish without a fish finder, but we would like to put us in the best odds of catching a fish. Because I can still side image on the back. So don't let the story be told that I'm totally blind. I can side image in the back. It's just, it's getting annoying to do some of these things. What's the time hack? 6:40, we gotta move. Yo, Tim, what's up? Did you smoke them, bro? Did you leave them in the dust? Was yesterday? Oh yeah. Yesterday we caught a 512. And then a 315. I think it was, no, it might have been a 314. I don't remember. And then some other random size fish. But we are here for BBLs and BBLs alone. Let's move around. And then we're gonna move around. Tim says he sucks at racing. Well, Tim, some would say I suck at fishing. So, you've come to the right place, bro. It is getting dark out here, guys. What's going on? All right. What is going on out here? So yeah, my dudes, we will be out on the water tomorrow, weather permitting, possible. So about 5 in the morning or so, we'll fish around here. We don't really go too far. Our fish finder in the front is non. We want to go to somewhere that's familiar to us, so we put the odds. May the odds be forever in your favor. Okay. So we will get out there early in the morning. We are in 7. Hump left. We're gonna have to put on our light. It's getting a little dark out here, which is odd. But we are alone. All the party goers have returned. Or they might be in coves right now, I don't know, but I don't see them out here. They might be still partying in coves. I gotta take my sunglasses off. It's getting hard to see out here. Nobody needs sunglasses without sun. Oh, these guys are highlighting the 10-ounce topwater fish as the highlight of the day. Oh, okay. Ten ouncer, highlight of the day. All right, let me throw that jig out there. You know, sometimes you just got to know when to keep your mouth shut. You know, when you're reeling in a bait in the lake. Yeah, Colin. So potentially, fish in the morning, probably 11 is better. We get off the water and then we try and troubleshoot. And then if we got time or the energy to do so, we will. I'm sure we'll have the energy, but if we have the energy to do so, we will fish in the afternoon. All right, this is gonna be a little weird. I gotta have my arm like this because I got the predator band on. But that is a fish that Tim sent. I don't know the weight, but it looks like a good sized fish. Remember guys, if you want to put shine on your fish, all you got to do is send them to latinbassassassin@gmail.com and you too can make my arm bend in all kinds of different ways. But do it without reservation, guys. We're good. Send them to latinbassassassin@gmail.com if you have any fish that you want to put shine on. Bros, why is it so dark out here? It's barely 6:47. The sun goes down at 7:48. This is weird out here. It is oddly dark right now, guys. The sun doesn't go down for another hour, but it's dark. I was looking at my guides to see what was going on. I'll just flip this guy. I was looking at my guides to see why they were wrong, or why I thought they were wrong, but after that, I thought my line was wrapped all over my guides. And then this homie bit. He ain't big, but he bit. No tag, no tag. Oh, if I didn't tell you guys, the other one was 112. I don't know why I'm getting distracted and not telling you guys what they weigh. And the weight is in. Not big, dudes. But it is biting from the angle that, no tag. There's a storm coming in, Kendall, but I don't think it's coming this way. Doesn't look like it's crazy. I usually don't like moving my rod tip up like that because it puts me out of position to set the hook, but I was looking at my line to see what exactly was going on. Why it felt like it was wrapped on my guides. That fish weighed 1 pound, 13 ounces, guys. Maybe I got him a little close to the camera or something that you guys are guessing 2 pounds on that guy. Or maybe it was his belly or something when you're all like, oh yeah, that guy, he's a little fatty. He's been eating his sugars, his shad sugars. I'm catching them on that jig that one of the subscribers had sent me. Antonio from Cali sent me these jigs. Dude, this is weird. Oh, the sugars are making his eyes fat. And Colin almost spit out his soy milk. All right, guys, that's what I'm talking about. uh. Bro, just blame it on that fish. He had you looking. His swelling was tricking you guys. All right, guys, 2 more casts right here, and then I'm moving to the cousins, and I'm gonna try and line it up with those rocks that that frequently produce. And when I say produce, they are known to bust out a BBL. Now, around that area is where, I mean, I've caught some good sized fish, so that's why we continue to go to that area. I mean, here I've caught some big fish as well. But the problem with this area right now is that for some reason it doesn't have as much grass as it usually has. Like here, it usually has grass too thick for you to run a jig through the shallow portion that I'm in right now. It's usually, you can run them on the edge, but not all the way where I'm at right now. I don't know what the problem is. They sprayed for the grass and stuff. But, I mean, that was a long time ago. So, I don't know if it like killed the grass completely. Because right now, all I feel is hard bottom. I'm not into grass or anything like that. But they seem to be still positioned here. I think this is the second cast, so we will bounce after this cast. Because we are after the BBLs. It is fun to catch these smaller fish, but we are looking for quality, not quantity. We're looking for that 7-pounder to be exact, so that we can pay out the $75. Is it even possible to catch a 7-pounder out here? My dudes, you bet your sweet it is. We just gotta roll up on them. One thing I haven't thrown is a shaky head. Give me the briefest of moments so that I can throw the shaky head out here. I know I said I was moving, but I haven't thrown that shaky head. Where's my water? Ah, Steve. Ye of little faith, my friend. I've seen the knot. It'll work, dog. It will work. It will hold long enough for me to retie it later on tonight. Believe you me, my friend, it will hold. Whenever you think of that knot, you should think of Braveheart, of William Wallace, as he tells his soldiers, hold, hold. That's what the knot will do, bro. It will hold. Now, after that, bro, it's going to be a little suspect as to whether it'll hold. But today, we shall refer to that knot as the great William Wallace. He will be fine. All right, we are on the move. All right, every place we've stopped, we got a bite. Now, I didn't get a hook set on every place, but we got a bite. So, that's cool. Sammy Hagar? What the heck is going on here? That's what happens when you jump into the chat not knowing all the details.